So in this episode, I really want to dive into who I am as an individual, because I feel like a lot of people don't know who I am and some of the struggles that I've faced and some of the obstacles that I've had to overcome to get to where where I am today. And why not do that on this amazing road trip with my beautiful girlfriend, who I met a month after I moved to Miami, in a Porsche in California, one of my favorite states and one of my favorite cars. And I'm just going to give you guys the sauce, and I know this is going to be some valuable information because when I've told the story to a few people, I've already seen the impact that it's made, and I'm just trying to impact more people. So I hope you guys can see the value in this. My name is Eric Eisen. I was born and raised in a small city of Connersville, Indiana. So I grew up in a small city in Indiana my entire life, all the way up until I was 24, 25 years old. I got a job at 18 years old at a factory where I worked my ass off and moved up to be the general supervisor in that company. It was a factory for Toyota. We made car parts. And so I was able to manifest good money. And at age 18 as well, I've also manifested my dream car. So I've always been passionate about cars my entire life. Ever since I was a little kid, I was dreaming about having nice cars, having my dream fleet of cars, my house, and I actually been able to pull that off by the age of 21. I had my own house, I had my own fleet of cars. I was able to walk out of my house and drive whatever I wanted, but I was also living in a small city and little to no friends, maybe a few friends. I just felt like I needed more, At my job, when I started moving up, I started to feel a little bit like I reached the point, if that makes sense. I reached the point of success by the age of 24 years old when I was managing an entire team. I was managing an entire operation. I was managing 40 plus people, plus the supervisors, handling shipping and receiving and all of that. So I have a really lengthy career description that I've been able to do at such an early age. So I'm really a natural born leader if you really think about it. I've been a leader since I was at a young early 20s, and that's how I became successful in a short amount of time, because I was able to just love what I was doing, by the way. So when I was loving what I was doing at my job, I think that was the pivotal moment where other people seen that. They seen my work ethic. They seen that I was ambitious to move up. I was ambitious to keep going. And then that was it. At age 24, I was like, I wanted more. And at that time, it was COVID. I believe COVID was the main culprit in all of this, because if it weren't for COVID, I would have never had any time off. At this job I worked at for 7 years, I had almost no days off. I was working 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, a lot of the times, mostly 12 hours a day for 7 days a week. It was insanity, but I was able to gain a bunch of money to then quit that job, which took a lot of risk in itself. So how I was able to even get to that point was during COVID time. During that time off, I had time to sit with myself, reflect, have time for myself, while still making $900 a week. I was making $900 a week from the COVID check that they were paying me. So I was basically getting paid to exist. And so during that time, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to go back to this job. I don't even want to work anymore. If I can find a way to make money for myself with no cap, then that's what I want to do with my life. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I started entrepreneurship at 24 years old. And I was actually just selling stickers to my car friends. I was making decals, the Instagram decals for car friends. That was my first introduction to entrepreneurship. And so I was doing that, and then little by little I had the mindset and the framework. I wasn't, when I developed this entrepreneurial mindset, that's at the point where I couldn't relate to anybody in my small city. Everybody was thinking so small. They didn't think it was possible. It was like, go work a job, factory. I mean, you know the story, you heard the story, right? Like, just work and make a lot of money and retire at 65. I mean, It's still to this day the same mindset a lot of people have, which there's nothing wrong with that, period. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but my soul was calling for more. So I wanted more. And that's what led me to attract my future business partners, my potential business partners, which we met at a car event. I had my dream car, and I was going to a lot of car events. I've won a lot of trophies with it, and that was my passion during the years of between 18 years old and 24 years old, all the way up until I sold my Evo 10. At the time when I met my partners, they were all about business and being entrepreneurs, and they were ready just like I was ready. So I thought that this was going to be the best move. So I quit my job. I was making enough money passively to quit my job. We just started traveling around looking for businesses to buy and just start our own business. One of the businesses that we were looking into nail salon businesses. We were traveling to California, checking out nail salon businesses out there, and then we were checking out Miami, Florida. So we found a nail salon business in Miami, Florida that we wanted to go down and purchase and run, and so we did. So, I quit my job. I sold all my cars and sold my house as well. That was my biggest thing. I was a homeowner at age 21, and I sold my house after owning it for 3 years, made a large amount of money off of it, and then just moved to Miami, Florida. And so when I moved to Miami, that's when everything just completely went south at the beginning. When I moved to Miami, I didn't have any money. I stopped making passive income. I lost a lot of money. I lost nearly $200,000 that I invested. And I really just started from scratch. My credit was going to shit. Like, money was just like draining. There was at one point in time in my life when I moved to Miami where I had negative $35 in my bank account. I thought this was it. This was got to be the worst day of my life. Like, there's no way it could get any better. And then a month and a half or two after I moved to Miami, I then met my girlfriend, Louisa. She's been a part of my life for the past 3 years, a little over 3 years now. And she's the greatest support. Her and her family have supported me and everything I've been able to do, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I appreciate everything she's done for me and her family. Like, if it wasn't for them, like, I don't know where I would be right now. I'd probably be in a whole other state because nothing was working out. So in Miami, after, I was just still figuring things out, I ended up getting a job with a mobile detailer startup, mobile detailing. So I started getting into mobile detailing there, helping a business grow and build as well. So I was doing detailing to start off, but even still then that wasn't working out. I ended up leaving that job, or they ended up like doing something else. It was crazy. So it was good income for a little while. And then I started helping my girlfriend with her business as well. In the meantime, helping her social media. So this is what really started my whole social media management thing, because I've been managing social media since I moved to Miami 3 years. So I have 3 years experience managing social media, living in the digital space. And she had a business called Rough and Riley that she created these amazing Rough and Riley bandanas, these bandanas that slide over the collar. And so they're really super innovative. There was like so many different varieties, and you can even match your purse. So like, I don't know, she's an amazing designer. You guys should go check her out. She actually designed this shirt right here that I'm wearing right here. This Fendi shirt is custom handmade by her with love, and everybody loves it. And so that's what got me into videography. That's what led me into it, because a year after I moved to Miami, that's when I bought my first camera. I was able to save up just enough money, about $1,000 to buy my first camera. It was a Sony A7 II, and I was able to save up that money because I got a job serving at a very wealthy country club in Coral Gables, which really saved my ass. If it wasn't for that job, I don't think I would have had enough money. So I worked as a server, which is, man, coming from a manager in Indiana, making good money with a dream life that I've always wanted, and then coming to Miami, Florida to become a server was absolutely like not the move for me. So it felt a little humiliating, but it was like I needed it. I really needed a reset, and it was okay at the time. And I got to network with amazing people and amazing wealthy people as well. I got great connections from that. It was a great job. I made money. Good. I got paid great money. And so I stuck with that job for a year. And I was like, all right, I want to go all in videography. I really want to get into videography. So I did that. I started going all in videography. It was like swim week of 2023. And so I just started going out and meeting new people and networking and just taking video content and then posting online, sharing and tagging everybody. And that's when everybody started referring me because they love my work. So I started putting myself out there. Once I started putting myself out there in my work, that's when the opportunities hit. So when things were heating up in my videography career that I started as a freelancer, that's when I was like, okay, now I can actually quit my serving job and kind of take on this videography passion full time. I was like, all right, I'm done. I quit my job, and then I went all into videography without even a plan. I had no jobs lined up. It was really crazy. I don't even know why I did that. But as soon as I let go of that job, within like a month or two, I got an opportunity to lock in a retainer client who I might be still working with today at this point. Who knows? Might drop them because they're toxic. So we're a year in, working solo for myself, making enough money because I took the risk. The whole thing here is I took the risk. Think about it. I moved out of my small town in Indiana. I moved to Miami, and now, it's all because I took the risk, and I'm abundant. I met great people who keeps me abundant. Good referral network, great people. I'm just flowing at this point. And being in the flow state is very important. That's how you attract the opportunities that are for you. And that's how you can get paid, by being in the right place at the right time. You have to flow. You have to be in the right place at the right time. You're almost cultivating your own luck at this point. And that's what I like to call it. And so here we are in 2025, picking up a Porsche in California and driving it to Miami. I'm not sure what my plans are yet with this Porsche. I got it for an incredible deal, and I don't know. Here we are. I just hope this was somewhat any inspiration to you as well. If I could give you one takeaway from my journey, is that just go all in on your passion. No matter if it's scary, no matter if it's a risk, do it anyways. Do it anyways, because I promise you that on the other side of that fear is an opportunity to be who you truly want to be. Because this life is so short. You don't need the toxicity. You don't need a bunch of nonsense and garbage. You're here to grow and evolve. Everybody here in the world is here to grow and evolve, and I want the same for you. And I expect that out of you because you are worth it, and we're all worth it. I'm still working on this journey right now as we speak, and I'm still not hit my goal yet. I would love to have multiple homes. I would love to have a home in California, Brazil, Miami. There's so much I still want to do. So however you guys can support me and help me out in any sort of way, refer me. I'm here to help. I'm here to help you. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram DMs and let's hop on a call. I'm a firm believer in building a personal brand for yourself. That's what's done me the best. By posting on social media consistently and just showing up as myself, I think that's what's granted me the best opportunities in the world. And I want the same for you. And you have what it takes. Just stop being comfortable and face the uncomfortability, because once you hit that uncomfortability, that's what allows you to grow. So as soon as you hit that stage of okay, I have no money in my bank account, maybe I should do something about it. And then once you start doing something about it, there's always some sort of magic in there that really gets you to where you want to go, and then you're really just excelling. So I want to thank you for the people who have supported me in this journey and taken the time out of your day to watch this episode and this journey of taking this Porsche across the country all the way to Miami. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend, who is an amazing designer, who designed this shirt. Also these sunglasses. I started my sunglasses brand this year. It's about 4 months to date since I've launched, and it's been going crazy. I've sold so many sunglasses, and I want to sell more. Because these sunglasses I've been wearing since 2023, and I guarantee that these are a part of the reason why I've been able to get the best opportunities as well, because how else, right? So again, thank you so much. I will see you on the next episode, and thank you for watching.